and gentlemen, season three has been hitting off motherfucking hard. We got Johnny, and I would like to put Triple M just because, he's part of the Madman in Metal. He's one of the top cats, one of the I want to say the Godfather, right? The Godfather,
That's what
Chow.
I have been dubbed.
There we go. Ciao, brother. So I've been watching the Madman in Middle. I think it's a big movement that's happening in TikTok, man. I think it's one of the things that are really, really bringing these young cats, old cats, all these cats out of the woodwork to have some fun, to play some music, man. And I've seen your videos. We've been catching back and forth, right? You've been seeing my clips. I've been seeing
Hmm.
your lives. I've been seeing you handle business on the guitar. I want to ask you how many thousands of guitars do you have, but we'll get into that. But Johnny, brother, talk to us. Where did Madman of Metal come from? How did it all start? This is a movement. I'm seeing it's a movement. I want to hear from you, brother. Talk to me.
First of all, thanks for having me. All right, so it started like this. Probably about a year and a half ago. A couple of friends of mine were saying, you need an outlet to do something with, man, during the pandemic and all that other stuff, and everybody couldn't go anywhere. Military kind of gave me some depression and stuff. So I'm like, I needed something to focus and start playing guitar again. So I got on TikTok. That's the genesis. Um, as I started doing it, I started seeing, all these good musicians that were getting no love.
Mm.
And then I would see a lot of these younger players, who were beginning getting trolled. I mean, trolled.
Ooh.
And I started thinking to myself, man, this is bullshit.
Mm.
So fast forward a little bit, I stumbled across Dombag 322. That's Tommy.
Mhm.
And he had started a thing called Metalcorp. And I saw a lot of people rocking this Metalcorp hashtag. So I saw it was a loosely, organized kind of thing. So I talked to him. I said, hey, man, I want to join. I joined Metalcorp. I started getting to know Tommy really well. And in my own lives, I used to have a group of about 10 people religiously.
Mhm.
So one day I'm like, the gang's all here. We should do our own thing.
Mhm.
We support each other all the time. We're liking each other's videos. We're reposting. We're sharing.
Mhm.
We're sharing music. Why don't we do our own thing?
Yeah.
So one of the guys in there, I'm like, we need a name for it. And one of the guys in there said, Mad Meta Metal. And I went, that's it. So
Mm.
then I came up with the way the font is, the spelling, the logo, and it started from there. So as I started to reach out and branch out to people, I told them what I'm trying to do,
Mhm.
what my vision is, and where I want us to go.
Okay.
And a lot of people jumped on right away. And I'll tell you, it is snowballed. I branched out to all styles of music, not just metal. I mean, we have just about everything you can name
Okay.
under
And,
our
and
banner.
and I've seen it, and I've seen it, and I'm listening, brother. I don't want you to think I'm not. It's just I want to bring it up. I want to do a Joe Rogan situation.
Do it,
You know what I
do
mean?
it.
I'm listening, and I think we need to the people need to see it, right, as much as they need to hear it, right? And I know we got a couple cats that are regulars, right? But I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I want to just have people kind of just see what it's about, right? See what's going on because with the Madman of Metal, right? All right, let me see. Is it showing up for you?
The shit out. I thought my computer was going off.
Right. So here's the. I mean, we got the Godfather, right in front, right in the, waving the flag, right? And there's a lot of cats here, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of good things. It's a community, right? That's what I really, really like about it,
Yes,
man.
that's
Yeah.
where that's where I started to direct it. When I started to realize that large, rotund women can fart in a jar and get a million views right?
Yeah.
Do some dumb stuff. And here are all these talented people, right?
Yeah.
Struggling, man, struggling to get 5 comments. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking to myself, yo, this guy is so good. This girl is so good. This kid is so good.
Mhm.
Why is it we are fighting for attention?
Ah.
So I said to myself, you know something? This is going to be bigger than just the 10 of us. Right. So I started branching out and talking to people.
Mhm.
And I told them what I wanted and what I wanted to do for us. This ain't just for me, this is for us.
Mhm.
And man, people really resonated with that message, man. And they really understood where I'm trying to go with this.
Mhm.
And now I think we're over 71 million views just on one of our tags alone.
Oh shit. Well, like here, right, we got it right here. 7.5 million views.
No, 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 that's the wrong one.
That's just
Look
a,
at the
oh,
one with the lightning bolt. The one with the light.
oh, what did we say? This one right here.
Yep, it should be 71 million.
Oh my goodness. Damn.
Gear
Damn.
Pig, Gear Pigs is in the millions,
Mm.
and Mad Women of Metal, I'm pretty sure is in the millions as well.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So
Yeah.
we get it. We get it. We going off, brother. We going
Mhm.
off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what I like about it is that it is a community. It is not just, hey, the big the virtuosos, right? The shredders. It's the hey, the riffers, right? The rhythm guitar players. That yeah, yeah, you the shit. Who you telling? You know what I mean? And shit. And I love that about this community, right? And it was funny because one of my buddies who I was following, I forgot, I don't have his name per se. I think his name is Larry, and he was a truck driver, and he's an old school cat, like playing all the BLS, ACD, the classic shit that people need to reconnect with. And he's
Oh,
like, hey,
Larry EVH.
yes, shout out to Larry EVH. There it is. I was like, oh,
That's my boy. He gave me two guitars, man. I bought off him. One of them I really loved,
oh
and
no way.
I used to comment on it all the time. And I'm like, dude, I love that guitar. So he was selling them, and he didn't want to give them to nobody but me.
Mm,
Matter of fact,
mm.
I got it in the back room. It's an EVH spalted maple. He gave me that guitar.
Oh no way, no
Yeah, I
way,
swear
man.
to God. Swear to God.
Oh, is he here? Where is he
Larry,
here?
he might be under platinum driven.
Oh, platinum driven. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he
okay,
stopped tagging a while back because he wants to do his own thing. But he
okay.
was with us for a good long time, man.
Platinum, platinum, you know,
Platinum driven.
platinum. Oh shit. Because he was, I loved all his stuff, man, and he good cat, man. Salt of the earth, brother. No, I don't have a negative thing. Oh, I can't find him. He's probably doing his own thing, but that's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, he's in there, man. Uh, Larry's a solid dude, man.
Yeah, no, nothing but love for him. Like I said, not a negative thing to say about him. Classic dude. And I'm glad that he connected me with you guys, connected me to Madman and Metal and stuff. So it's great, dude. It's great. But and tell me, like, what's the future hold with it? What's the plans for the future for Madman and Metal? Maybe like a Madmen of Metal Fest or something, right? There's
Oh, we talked. We're gonna take over the world.
shit. I hope so.
But here's my vision, man. And it seems funny I'm talking about it because it seems so nerdy, whatever, man. People kiss my ass on that. But
There you go.
I see this becoming a place where this kid who I used to be
Mm,
playing in my basement, learning guitar, can have access to some of the best players who will want to talk to them because they're wearing that same tag and there's the same sense of family.
mm,
This person is approachable to this person and they'll help that other person out.
yeah, yeah.
People will do collaborations. If you haven't noticed, man, we are booming. We've had 3 bands start up with this. We've had collaborations of different genres of people that would never have talked
Mm, mm,
without this. They would have never crossed paths. They would have never decided to, hey, let me talk to this person, even though they're a different style of music than me. I
mhm,
like what they're doing.
mhm, mhm,
Usually doesn't happen. The
mm.
whole thing I'm bringing together is, man, we got a guy with one arm who plays ukulele. This guy is teaching disabled people around the country how to do it, right?
Wow. Wow.
He is nationally accredited, teaching people who have disabilities, who had accidents, amputations, to play. His name is Carl Jackson.
Mhm,
Um, we have um, blues players, Young Realm Blues. This
mhm,
kid is phenomenal.
mhm,
We got singer songwriters. We have Stray Millennial. She is my right hand. Her and Nick, the underboss.
mm,
She's a singer songwriter and a graphic designer.
mm, mm,
All these different types. We got country players, metal, man, blues, classic rock, riffers, like you said,
mm,
melodic players. We got a guy named Klops who does stuff on an 8 string,
mm.
who does like video game music.
Oh, no way. Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah. The thing is I'm hitting everybody. I understand a lot of people like, well, the metal tag, I'm not really metal. in a way, I wish I didn't name it metal, but then again, so what?
Mm. Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're saturated metal. We are rooted in rock music, but
Mhm.
all styles count. We got kids. I started the Mad Kids of Metal because a lot of these younger kids who aren't going to get a platform and who their parents are not going to let a bunch of strangers talk to them, which is rightfully so. I
Of
wouldn't.
yeah, of course, of course, of course.
So,
Safety. Yeah.
yeah, I made contact with the parents and I said, listen, your kid is doing some phenomenal stuff. I was that kid at one time.
Yeah, yeah,
So let's bring them in. Let's get their music out. You control what they're doing, but you know they're going to be under me and I'm going to watch
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's grown, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
grown huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I see the emotion. I see the passion behind it, brother. And it kind of going back though, you were saying like, hey, the metal tag, but that's the beauty about heavy music, man, is that it's all heavy. You know what I mean? And I've said that in a couple of my podcasts. It's just like, just because it's metal, right? Yeah, we have the aggression, the distorted guitar, the chugs, right? But at the end of the day, dude, if we got some classic rock, as you said, some country, all that stuff is heavy, brother. At the end of the day, man, it's all heavy. I love it. I love it.
Hey, how do you measure heavy? Do you measure it just by the aggression or do you measure it by lyrics?
Mm.
Because I've heard some country songs that have brought me to tears
Yeah, yeah.
because the lyrics are so heavy and they actually mean something.
Mm, mhm,
Where
mhm.
music to me is a universal language. It makes you feel emotion
Yeah,
without any words.
yeah,
Some of the best musicians in this world are people who work on movies. Think about
yeah. Oh, don't get me so, dude. That's a whole episode right there. That's
it.
I was talking to one of my buddies. I'm like, man, when I heard Braveheart, and I was 8 years old, brother. Braveheart, the soundtrack, James Horner, the composer for Braveheart. I'm like, motherfucker, that if we didn't have that music during Braveheart, Braveheart would be shit. One of the greatest movies of all time. You know what I mean? It'd be shit if it weren't for that music. Yeah, so I agree with you.
Yeah, it's and there's a lot of I know I'm animated when I'm Italian. This is how we talk.
Of course, of
Let
course,
her,
of course.
but yeah, I am passionate about this.
Yeah,
I more than just a fly by night hobby for me. This has turned into something that's legit, tangible,
mm,
and I will tell you, people have messaged me. I'm not going to call any of them out
no, no.
who have told me this has helped them with their anxiety and depression.
Mhm.
I've had one person who actually reconnected with a family member that they hadn't seen because they found them on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
I've
Wow.
had
Wow.
people who tell me how much it's come out of their shell and inspired them and it pushes them to play more.
Mm,
So many different things that it means to so many different people. It makes me realize that this is bigger than me.
yeah,
This is I'm the flagship, I'm the face of it, but as a whole, people are resonating with what I'm trying to do,
of course. Of course.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I see it, man. I see it. And that's crazy. I wouldn't even expect it, right? To have that type of level of like connection. I mean, yeah, it's social media. Anybody could see it, right? Anybody could connect with it. All they got to do is type in Mad Men of Metal, right? Boom. And then a plethora and a whole hometown buffet of what's going on. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't doubt it, right? I wouldn't doubt that what's going on, man. But I want to focus on you. Let's change gears on Johnny, because
Ooh.
what yeah, I know, man. It's beyond. I don't call it beyond the heavy just because we gotta get deep, man. We gotta get
Hey, was that
heavy.
a fat joke? Oh, oh,
No,
oh.
but I want to talk about your content, brother. I want to talk about. I always love watching your videos. I always love seeing you. You're always doing some covers. Talk to me about how you even came to the guitar, man. Because maybe some people don't know about that about the Godfather, right? Let's talk about that.
So, want to hear it? Here it goes.
Mm, yeah.
All right, I remember I was 13 years old
Mm,
and somebody gave me an Epiphone, a gold flake color Epiphone.
mm.
And I didn't really show any interest in playing guitar. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
So I opened up the little bag, I remember, and there was a pick in it. And I didn't even have an amp. And I remember just doing this one finger
Yeah.
all the way up and down the fretboard.
Yeah.
Somehow I figured out how to hold the pick
Mm,
pretty decent. And I went, as I started to do that, a friend of mine started taking lessons who lived up the street.
mm.
This kid, unbeknownst to us, became a prodigy. This kid was better than his teacher in a year.
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
he showed me power chords. And of course, when I was a kid, what brought me to rock music was Black Sabbath.
We got we got gonna have to do episode 2 because people are gonna
Yeah,
get pissed the fuck off for me talking about Sabbath. You know that. You know how I am with Sabbath.
I'm a huge Sabbath fan. I'm
Oh
a dude.
man. We
So
gotta do
my
we gotta do the
brother,
Sabbath episode.
yes, dude. My He's 9 years older than me, and I remember I was 5 years old,
Mm,
and my brother picked me up and he put me on his bed. He had his bed down, in the basement, and he said, "Shut up and listen." I'm
mm.
like, "Okay."
Very
And
Italian.
Iron Man. When I heard that, I could sing Iron Man before old McDonald had a farm.
Oh wow. Wow. Beautiful.
That's where it started.
Mm,
So as I was playing guitar and this kid started showing me power chords, because I was doing this one finger, I memorized every sound on this fretboard. I can,
yeah,
in my lives, people will come in and ask me for songs
yeah.
I've never heard. I'll figure them out right in front of them.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'll be
Nice,
like,
man.
okay, I'll listen to it for 3 seconds and I
Yeah.
play. And
Wow.
that was a talent that I started.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So years and years, I played for a while. I was in a few bands. We were relatively successful later on, but in the beginning, it was just garage bands with kids. Man, my generation is the first wave of metalheads. Man,
Mm,
we're the OG. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
yeah,
were there
yeah.
when Metallica started and all these bands started. So we emulated that. Fast forward a little bit, I got into some bad shit. I've
Mm.
sold all my equipment twice.
Oh shit. Not just once, twice.
and and then I stopped playing for a lot of years, and then I recently back in I started collecting guitars around 2015. I
Mm,
just started getting guitars, but I wasn't playing as much. I just wanted them, and I started really playing in the past couple of years again, like seriously, heavily, every day, couple hours a day playing, and that's pretty
oh
much
nice.
where that's at. And one of the things that this group and this idea has helped me with is
Mm,
keeping me practicing and keeping me focused.
mm,
Man, I am rubbing shoulders with some of the best talent on this app.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
got to keep my game up.
You got to, man. You got to get
I
the you got to get the chops. You got to get
you
the
know,
chops. Yeah. No, because I see some of these cats, and as a bass player, I'm watching some of these. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I shouldn't have watched this because I feel like a piece of shit, dude. Because I'm like, man, these cats are flying. Like they're doing things. I'm like, I've never thought of seeing something 15, 20 years ago. When I first
mm,
started, man. These cats are amazing. And the beauty of it is just like the evolution, right? As you said, you're the OG, right? That generation was like, hey, we're fast, we're heavy, we're going, we're going where we're going. But then the evolution starts to come out, and you're like, damn, like these cats are flying, man. And I'm
no,
with you with that. I with you. We got to step our game, man.
it's it. And these younger and younger players are doing so many different things that a lot of the older heads don't think of.
Mm,
Because you get kind of stuck in a time frame. I hate to say it, but you kind of get stuck to where you're me. I'm more, Metallica, Megadeth, Black Sabbath type stuff. I don't really play a lot of the newer stuff.
yeah,
Some of the guys that I have are just that are with us are fucking insanely
yeah.
good. There's a guy named Vincent Shreds
Vincent,
who's with.
okay.
Check that kid out. He is phenomenal. I could shout out so many really great people, but he's one of those newer style
The
metal players that just
ah.
he's insane,
Mm,
insanely good.
okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And your style, from what I've seen in some of your videos, with the cover, we're doing riffage. I'm gonna put you in the category of the riffer, right?
Yep.
The good stuff, and you have such good control. You got good tone, and you always have like a different guitar every time. So I'm like, oh, there's the Godfather with that guitar. He's got a Jackson. He's got a beat. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, talk to us about like your style, man. Like, I want to know about what made you want to not be the virtuoso? What made you not want to be the shirt? Like, hey, I want to just riff, because I'm the same on bass. I got to be honest. Like, I can't, I'll solo here and there, but I want to live in the riff. I want to hear from you.
Well, let's see. One is inability. Two is lack of practice. So anything or
Hey,
anybody except me,
yeah.
right? But the thing is I gravitate more towards heavy riffage like Alice in Chains and Sabbath and stuff because I like that sound.
Mm,
I like
mm,
that control that I have when I'm playing, and I've been told about the tone is really well, which is good.
yeah.
Um, that's kind of what drives me. Like I don't hear the melody of the
Mm,
solo going. That's not I gravitate towards. It's that
uh,
heavy, like that force.
Yeah, yeah,
drop.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That just
Yeah.
makes me want to shake my head. So that's kind of where I
Ah.
sit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody, jumping in real quick just to let you know about today's sponsor, Metal and Iron. Are you a gym goer? Do you like listening to metal? Do you like lifting heavy? Well, Metal and Iron's got you covered with shirts and designs that are there to let people know that you're about the heavy lifestyle. None of this gym shark shit, none of this Adidas, Nikes, nah, you're there to lift the heavy shit. So check it out. Use the code Beyond Heavy for 15% off and let them know Mayhem sent you.
Mm-hmm. So you're living right where okay, the riff. So I'm so I can hear you. You say Alice in Chains, Sabbath. Maybe like a Down, right? That type of classic. Just like hey,
Yeah.
we are riff based metal, riff based rock,
Yep.
right? And the solo here and there, cool. That nothing, it's the nice garnish, right, on top. Whatever it is, what it is. But 90% of it, 80% of it is gonna be riff. You know what I mean? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sabbath type solos, like
Oh, yeah,
bluesy kind of uh, melodic type riffs, like even
yeah,
Jerry Cantrell style. Those
mhm,
kind of solos get me, man. They just
yeah,
get.
yeah.
Me. But
So you like the soulful stuff, kind of like a David Gilmour type
yeah,
shit.
yes,
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Page, David Gilmour, Iommi, um, Cantrell.
yeah.
That's kind of where I live. That's kind of
Ah,
where I live,
okay,
you know.
okay,
But
okay.
so the guitars.
Yeah.
Well,
Before we get into that, I gotta ask first before you tell me your favorite ones and stuff. I need to know how many you have. I gotta ask.
I am sitting now at about 60. I was over 100. I was over 100. So I think I'm sitting at about 60 right now.
Jesus Christ, brother.
Yeah, but
Damn.
a lot of people think I'm rich. I'm well off, but I ain't rich. I'm
Uh-huh.
smart. Smart.
There's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah.
I buy what I started doing was I was buying made in Japan Jacksons, made in Japan Charvels,
Mm.
and then trading up, trading up,
Mm.
trading up.
Mm.
So I mean, I'm sitting on Jackson Custom Shops, Ibanez Custom Shops. This right here is a
Mm.
1959 50th anniversary reissue.
It's beautiful.
Uh,
She's
Only
beautiful.
25 of these are made in the world. That's it.
Jesus. Wow.
I got a ESP Warbird, Willie
Okay.
Adler's Warbird right here. I got 10 guitars around me right now.
Oh.
Uh,
That's
just
funny.
right now.
Just right now. Yeah.
Just right now. So, I started collecting them because I wanted them, but I wasn't playing them as much. But now I'm thinning my herd out, trading up again.
Okay.
I'm looking for stuff like this. I'm talking heirloom stuff that, when I go, my kids are going to get and they can sell for a or keep, but for a nice penny. I mean, I got 5 heads right here, 4 cabs right here.
Nice.
So, yeah, I just love guitars, man. I love them. I
Mm,
just absolutely am enamored with this instrument because I could take this, right? I'll
mm.
play it. I'll hand this over to one of my other guys and it sound like them.
Yeah.
I'll hand this to Jimi Hendrix. It'll sound like Hendrix.
Yeah.
This guitar, these guitars are the most expressive instruments because you can hear a person through it
Yeah. Yeah.
more so than any other instrument, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's it's subjective, you know what I mean? But I agree with you. I agree with you. Like how I brought David Gilmour up, right? Like you listen to the solo in Time, right? Only that motherfucker could do it. Nobody else could do it, right? Say they could cover it, they could do this, they could do all that
Nope.
shit. He did it though. When he plays it, that's it, right? But like that's why I kind of want to put in the comparison, like maybe even a John Bottom or Bill Ward in our case, right?
Bill
You
Ward,
know,
I love.
you know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Like the way he's gonna play it is the way he's gonna play it, right? War Pigs is gonna sound like War Pigs because he plays it that way, right? And not nothing against like the newer Sabbath with Tommy Coflitos and all that stuff. I'm
Yeah,
not talking shit. I'm not saying that, but that's him, right? There's Bill Ward, but I see what you're saying about the guitar. It's a little bit more soulful, right? It's more, as you said, expressive. Like you hear Hendrix, you hear Stevie Ray Vaughan, that's their soul, brother. That's all soul.
but that's the thing.
Yeah,
This piece of wood and strings, right?
yeah.
Forget the covering. Forget anybody covering.
Hmm.
Their style and touch and soul will come through. You'll instantly know who it is
Yeah.
just by a few notes. I can give this to Zach Wilder. You're going to know it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
give it to Iommi. You're going to know right away who the signature player is. And really, that's a challenge on any other instrument, because drums, you have to listen a little bit without the music.
True. That's true. I agree with you on that.
You don't eat the bass. You have to listen a little bit. Whereas guitar, you put this in the different hands of any player, their soul, their individuality comes out. That's what I love about this instrument. It's a very individual instrument that goes with everything. You can do anything with it.
That's true. That's true.
You
I agree with you, man. I agree with you, brother. So, I mean, with all 60, I want to ask, what are your favorite brands? Right? What are the ones that you're like, oh, no, hey, these are solid, right? Because I'm a Jackson head. I think you already knew that. I'm a Jackson boy through and through, you know. But I love, I mean, I like the Deans too. You know, I like the ESPs, but I come home to Jackson. But where do you sit? Where do you sit, brother?
I'll say I come home to Fender Strats and Gibson because I'm so used to those classic. But I have adapted and evolved. Jackson is probably my most favorite feeling and sounding. Like, I love all my Jacksons. But I've come to love. There's nothing that sounds better in my collection than this.
The classics. Yeah, well, you can't beat the classics, man. Nah.
Pickups, guitar are so strong and powerful. Man, nothing comes close to it, man. I hate to say it, but the way they did these for this special edition.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that I was talking about in my live, not to interrupt. Everybody has that one guitar in their life that they pick up that piece of wood and all of a sudden they feel something. They're like, yo, I like the way this feels. Let me put it down. And they hit it and they go, yo. They turn on that amp and they start playing a chord and they went, yo, this thing is, everything I play on this guitar makes me sound better. You know what I mean? It's magic. Everybody has, no matter what the brand could be, there is that one guitar we all get that this piece of wood is part of me, dude. That's it. Nothing else compares.
It's a part. It's an extension of you. And specifically with that one, you know, that Les Paul, you know, I think immediately Ace Frehley. You know what I mean? It takes me to those Kiss records.
Yep.
Right. That's the one. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? Or Jimmy Page. I know Jimmy Page had like, you know, a 1961 or something like that, right?
Yeah,
something
58
like that.
And 59. His
59-ish,
one
right? Yeah.
is 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I'm like, but iconic guitar player, and not only that, kind of like what you were saying, two different ones, right? You know Ace Frehley, you're gonna know Jimmy Page, right? You know, you're gonna know both, you know, but same instrument, right?
Yep.
So I hear you, yeah. But Jackson, man, I want to ask you, you know, as a guitar, I want to say you're a guitar connoisseur, right?
Oh,
a guitar aficionado, right? But I mean, how do you feel with the production stuff that's happening now, right? Kind of like, I know this segment's for the gearheads because I've played, gear pigs, man. I want to hear from you because I'm hearing a lot of different mixed reviews with shit because they're saying like, hey, you know, the classic stuff's the classic, you can't beat it. Cool, gotcha. Then they're saying, hey, it's mixed reviews with the new stuff. I'm loving the new stuff, dude. I don't know what's going on, where the shit talking hat. Maybe you could insight me on that. Talk to me about that.
That's another thing that is subjective in ways, and I'm going to come at it with a completely clinical, non-biased way that I see it. New guitar. I remember when guitars first started really getting sourced to Japan, and everybody thought Japan guitars were junk. And then they started going to Korea, and people thought they were junk. As production has gotten better, as parts individually have gotten better, you will get an import production guitar that will do the job you need. Back in the days, that really wasn't the case. They weren't using the same parts the American guitars were using. They weren't wiring them the same way. The quality control was not good. So yeah, American guitars, everybody wanted them. As time goes on, Indonesia and China has stepped up their game, and a lot of other people are making guitars that will suffice. They will do well. Are they made with the best materials? Not so much. Are the wood densities good? Is the fretwork really well? Is that fingerboard gonna feel good? Are the tuners going to keep your guitar in tune? How are these pickups? What are these pickups actually? So you factor all those things together. Whereas you look at some of the old Gibsons and old Fenders and even beginning Jacksons and stuff, they use top-notch materials, man.
Yeah.
You know, and as time goes, especially with old Gibsons, that hide glue that they use that crystallizes in the guitar, the way they wired the guitars, they wired them to the volume, not to the second pickup.
Yeah.
So you get a wider sound than what. So yeah, some of those vintage guitars, for sure, as the wood breathes and age, I think sound great. You know.
Okay.
But import guitars now, not everybody's got the kind of cash, and that's the thing I hate, because these guitars cost so much money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They become a status symbol, vice an instrument for you to create with. They become more of a status symbol.
Yeah.
So the import guitars, man, if you don't got the cash, they're not garbage anymore. They're really coming out with good stuff. But like, I don't want to call any certain companies out. You buy some of these from Tolman and some of these other companies that are overseas, and then they're coming in with cracked fretboards.
That's what I was saying. That's what I heard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not to interrupt, but that was one of the things that I was going to bring up to you. I don't know if you heard about like solar guitars.
I didn't want to call them out by name.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. No, and I'm not. And it's not talking shit. I'm not talking shit because I'm like I'm saying. I'm hearing reviews. I hear either they're grade A, and then I hear their shit, and I'm like, okay, whoa, you know what I mean? What's up? You know, because I see top-notch players like, no, dude, these are actually good, like legit. And then there's some people that are like, nah, dude, they're not. But again, people could say the same shit about Jackson. People could say the same thing about Ibanez, And I wanted to come to Ibanez specifically with you because I used to be an Ibanez head many, many moons ago when I first started. But I think Ibanez, as you were saying, picking up production. I think they've gotten so much better, even like before the Steve Vai stuff, right? Because Steve Vai was like, it's Steve Vai, right? Like, they're gonna try for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? They're gonna make a good instrument for that guy. But I think now, those are probably those. I want to say Jackson and Ibanez coming into metal specifically, are probably the top of the line, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would say Ibanez, especially now, the older Ibanezes are going for a lot of money, especially for lawsuit guitars.
Oh, okay.
Lawsuit Ibanezes, people are starting to realize how good they are. Now, if you know the inception of Jackson, well, Jackson and Charvel, Jackson Grover worked for Wayne, and he made the first Jackson for Randy Rhoads. That came from. So they were always rooted in metal.
Yeah.
One of the companies I think that makes some damn insane metal guitars that people ain't catching on is Comparison. Comparison guitars are made in the old Jackson factory when Jackson pulled out, because they were making guitars better than some of the Americans in Japan. And I have one. I have a Jackson Stars that's better than any American one I've had.
Oh, wow.
So they pulled out of there, and the owner of the company said, you know what? Right here, we're going to make guitars. They started making Comparison guitars, and I have one back there. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. The craftsmanship, and each one of them are hand done by the owner when they have a special run. If you don't know Comparison, look into those guitars.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah,
after,
I could go pull it out if you want, but I don't want to leave it blank.
No. Hey, well, it's editing, man. The power of editing.
Well,
he's like, let me go get it.
I'll go pull it out. I'll show you.
Yeah, I got you. This part is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably help if I tell me when.
We're good. No, we're good. Yeah. Right. Power of editing.
This is a Comparison. Look at the inlays.
Oh, what are those clocks?
Clocks.
Wow.
This is a TAT. This is a TAT neck through.
Oh shit.
Look at the headstock.
Oh, so it's built for speed. That's what.
Oh, dude.
Hold on, turn it down a little bit because it won't pick it up. Zoom won't pick it up. Kinda. We can see it. We can see it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's she's hot. She's hot.
This company right here, if you
Mm,
can get comparison guitars,
mm.
I can't think of any Jacksons that are better.
Wow, that's bold. That's bold. That's a heavy thing to say, man.
Bro, I'll go right back here right now and pull out a Jackson Dinky Custom,
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm telling you, this guitar
yeah. Yeah. Damn.
is
No,
something else.
she's
Ibanez,
nice.
I have an Ibanez fucking Super Custom, J
Yeah.
Custom. This feels better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all about the feel, man. It's all about the
Yeah.
feel, brother. It's all about the feel, man. No, but she was hot, man. She's beauty. She's
Look, I even have a Jackson JS right here. I'm giving this to my.
nice.
I'm
That and
giving this.
you know what? Here's the funny thing. Where she's right here. I got the same fucking one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got the same. I don't know if you can see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
same
yeah.
same fucking one. I was gonna get the black one. I don't know if you can see it because of my filter. I was gonna get. Ah, fuck. Hold on. Let
You
me
see?
turn.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
You see a little bit? Yeah. I was gonna get the black one, but it was like, dude, I wouldn't be Mayhem if I didn't get the fucking green.
I need a green guitar. I used to have one. I need to get a
Yeah.
green guitar.
The new dinky ones, man. The new dinky ones, the green that lime green. That oh fuck, I wanted that one, man. But that's a pretty penny.
Do you like Lamb of God?
I love Lamb of God. I love Lamb of God.
Oh, oh, dude. Well, then I got to show you this.
He's
Don't
got
I?
a yeah, yeah.
I have to show you this.
Let me see it. Let me see
Hold
it.
on. You're gonna shit when you see this guitar.
Okay.
Now, I want to tell you, the place I get a lot of these is Diablo Guitars in Seattle.
Okay.
They are a patron. We have a few guitar companies
Mhm.
who patron us, give us discounts and so on.
Oh no way.
Yeah, J Hale Custom Guitars, How Custom Guitars, Cerberus Guitars,
Okay.
Guitar Marie Pickups, Diablo Guitars. If you use the code Madman32, you'll get a discount. They do it for us.
Nice. All right. Hey, shout out to them. Shout out to those guys. Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice, dude. And that
This is
is
the
that
Willie. This is the Willie Adler ESP.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. She's hot,
Try
dude. Look
try finding one.
I won't.
It took
Yeah.
it took Parker Lundgren.
Yeah.
Also, Parker Lundgren is the ex guitar player of Queensryche.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of us. He owns Diablo Guitars.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It took him 9 years to get this. I bought that fucker in a week.
Well, hey, dude. She's hot, man. She's pretty, dude. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
remember skateboards, right? Old
yeah,
skateboards.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Powell and Peralta, man.
Oh,
That
nice.
was the
Okay.
thing that Willie Adler was into. So he used the Powell Peralta skull.
Oh, the skull. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's dope, man. That's dope.
a
So,
lot of people don't remember that.
yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that you're showing us all the classics, man. Showing us educating some of the gearheads, some of the guitar players are probably just going to Guitar Center, seeing the name brands and stuff. That there's more out there, right? There's
Oh,
more.
so
There's a
much.
sea of shit, you know.
Here, I'll show you a real cool one. Check this out. So they got this guitar in.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is actually 1991 Fender Custom Shop. All right, this is an old one. You can see a little thing right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
it got damaged. So what
Oh
they did
no.
was they routed it out. They fixed this in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
this Seymour Duncan staple
Okay.
pickup,
Okay.
one volume, one tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a Fender that will rock, dude. Rock.
Yeah.
Nobody usually associates Fender with metal.
Hey. Well. Hey. Guess who owns Jackson?
Oh yeah, Fender.
Exactly. So some of these young cats that don't know, they know. A little history
It
lesson.
should have been
Yeah.
Dave Mustaine.
Yeah.
I wish he would have got Jackson when he tried to buy it.
Yeah, man. Oh, all the beauties that we would have had. Maybe in a different
Dude.
universe.
Dude. Just think about it. Mustaine, a lot of people don't credit him with the stuff that he has done for music because he talks too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, people.
But
He's the villain, right? People, and
exactly.
I've talked about it on my podcast. I've talked about how Dave Mustaine is the most understood person in metal, right? And how even if you're a big Metallica head, like, dude, it's all good, dude. They don't hate it. Who gives a shit? They're both good.
Mhm.
Metallica, Mega, it don't matter, man. But Dave Mustaine is the most misunderstood person, dude. And it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Would Metallica really be Metallica without taking his music?
Oh yeah, no,
Really?
no, no.
It's So
let's
I'm
just be real.
Megadeth. Megadeth. Oh, speaking of Megadeth,
Yeah.
here's something that'll punctuate. Two of our madmen are in the Megadeth official montage video that they just did for Holy Wars. Ludwig and Christian from Italy.
Okay.
He's doing the solo. So Megadeth took all these artists, put them in a little montage, and put it on their official TikTok.
Oh, nice.
Two of them are madmen.
There we go.
Us.
There
What
we
are the
go.
odds of that?
That who knows, man? Especially you know, a world-renowned band like them, like
Yes.
right, Megadeth, right?
Yes.
That's nice, dude. That's nice. But I want to ask you about your collection, right? As a bass player, do we have any basses?
Yes, I do.
Do we mess around with it a little bit? Talk to me.
Yes. I have an Epiphone SG style bass.
Okay.
Every once in a blue moon, I'll pick it out and thump on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not guitar. Everybody thinks if you can play guitar, you can play bass. Sure.
Oh man, that's the
rudimentary. Rudimentary, sure you can. But there's so much more to what a bass does than people give credit for. It is the foundation of your rhythm section, man. It's what drives.
Yeah.
It's what drives you along.
It's the heavy. It's the
Yeah.
heavy.
It's the heavy.
It's
Yes,
the heavy. People don't appreciate it, man. And well, some the elitists like, oh, I'm a some of the virtuoso guys like, oh, you just stand
Yeah.
over there, be the bass player. But as a bass player, right? It's refreshing to hear you say that, Father, because this is one of the things that, as madmen, right, we're seeing some bass players come out right out of the woodwork. A lot of them. And here's a shout out to you guys, but a little tip: if you're using a pick, crank up the mids a little bit, because some of you cats are bringing it down, and it's not sounding too good. But there's some guys out there. No, and no, the talent is there. The talent. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
tone wise, you know what I mean. But some cats out there that are just doing phenomenal stuff, just on the bass, dude. That's the thing I like about this movement for you guys. It is the bass players are getting some love finally, man. We're getting some recognition.
I purposely sought out these people to bring them in. Again, we have every instrument you can think of. Bass is just important to me as any other instrument. So I have gotten some of the most talented bass players here. We even got this girl from France. I haven't seen her in a while, Megan Renard. She is unreal. We got another one from a group called Lock the Lion. Her name is Mulakowski. She's a knockout one, and her husband have a band together. They're called Lock the Lion. They are fucking incredible. They're from Spain.
Oh wow!
She plays the bass. Oh my god, so good.
Oh,
so I said, you know what? I want more bass play. I want more bass.
Yeah.
Drummers. It's like now we're encompassing everything. So when these guys go to the ad list that I created, and they're like, man, I want to jam with it. Wow, I like that guy. I wonder or girl or kid. I wonder if they'll do something with me. Hey, I'm a madman too. Yes, and that's how it happens.
Beautiful. It's almost kind of like it's almost like the old school kind of like open forum type thing, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, back in the day, and even my day too, man, I was probably the last generation where you go to Guitar Center and you look at the classifieds, right before you head to the bathroom and take a shit, right? You're like on that little post-it thing, and you're looking and you're like, oh, drummer needed, right? Styles of blah 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 blah, right? But now we got more of the sample. Right now we could see it. Now we could hear it. Now we got people like, oh, hey, I'm into, whatever, Queen Strike, Dream Theater. This is my style. Boom, let's go. Right? That's beautiful, man. I love it.
It's exactly what it is. And we have somebody for everybody, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're in death metal. We got a guy named Ben Ash. He used to be in the band Carcass, and he's in a band now called Strigoi. Heavy death metal influence. That's, we have those. We got, solid metal, everything. Any style you can think of, we got a guy or girl or kid who plays it on every instrument.
Yeah. Even vocals are coming out too, man.
Yes.
I see into and here's the thing. You know what I noticed? And I want to talk to the Godfather specifically about this. These young cats are not only playing good and doing great covers and doing all that stuff, but the production is getting better. Huh? These cats are figuring out how to edit and do it all this stuff, man. Your thoughts?
I have noticed Stray Millennial. She's one of the people who helps me the most. A lot of people have been going to her for sound advice, for editing advice, for filming it, and people have been upping their games. Like you said, I have to because I'm so Stone Age. I use just an iPad, you know.
Yeah,
But a
yeah,
lot of people are going, and they're not only going to her, but they're going to other people saying, "Hey, how do you do what you do?" The best thing about it is these people become approachable to you because they're with us.
hmm
They're
hmm
going to want to talk to you because, hey, they're wearing the same tag I am. Johnny must have talked to these people. They're good.
yeah,
I'll help them out. Vice, if they had to approach these people on their own, they might not get a response.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true.
So
Yeah, yeah,
the sharing of knowledge, we got people who teach, who do videos to teach, people who have editing skills, people with production skills,
yeah,
all with us. And they help everyone. That's the whole idea.
yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's because he's some of the because I don't remember their name, man, and but there was a vocalist who did a I think it was an original piece or something, but he does like a fade in, right, and it's black and white, and it's a very high definition view of him, and he walks a bald dude, he walks up to the mic and he's singing. I don't
John
know,
John Smith.
is that his name?
I'll
And I
bet
w-
you it's John Smith.
and I saw, but I didn't even. I mean, I heard him. He's great. He's phenomenal. But I was more captivated by the production. I was like, oh, we got a madman who's putting more into the production, which I'm like, that's great, man. That's phenomenal.
If you look at Goldhead,
Gold
Jesse,
head. Okay.
look at the production on his stuff. You can look at John Smith. There's a few of us, man, that have really gotten that shit down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These guys, Nathan Levy,
Mhm.
um, these guys are pro level people. They're pro level people. But the hardest thing is, who wants to listen to them anymore? They push this garbage music now that has no talent, and everybody's buying it up.
Mhm.
You can't make money off of CD sales anymore like they used to.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
unless these guys are on tour, who's going to consume and take their music in?
yeah. No,
And
that's
that's
true.
why we have bands. Like I just got a guy, the recasts.
Mhm.
A lot of bands have joined with us, and we push their music because these guys are great.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah,
Yet nobody's buying.
yeah, yeah,
If you buy a digital download, that's cool, support. But how much do they make?
yeah. Pennies on the dollar, man.
Pennies
Pennies.
on the dollar, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, dude, you can't even survive, and nobody wants to. I wish I could get a bigger platform and grow to where I could push these people myself.
Yeah, yeah, and I think, and I just saw something about like Spotify completely cutting out, the what's it called, the compensation if you're below a certain amount of followers or listeners,
You
and I'm
know?
like, man, that just discredits people even more, right? I mean, and even though, like, if you still put your music on Spotify, Bandcamp, whatever it may be, it's still phenomenal, right? You're still going to get it out there. There's people could listen to it, but it discredits, the young cats, and as you said, the kids, literally the kids,
Yeah.
who are like, hey, I want to be a career musician, but dude, you're gonna have to tour and just sell merch for the rest of your life because the sales aren't going to be there anymore,
Yeah.
and
You're not a big
yeah,
band like Metallica, right?
yeah,
Where they're making, millions for the show on top of their merch.
yeah,
That's the thing a lot of people keep and then they get is their merch. And that's where they're making a lot of the bulk of their money.
yeah.
And these guys ain't got that.
Nah, man, they don't got that
And
type of money,
yeah,
man. No.
but you see them out there grinding and they're doing it because they love the music. They
Of
ain't making
course,
money.
of
They're
course.
doing it because the passion of music is in them. And
Yeah,
that's another thing I really resonate with, you know?
yeah,
So as meager as I can, maybe it's not a lot, but I recognize you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
post your music. I buy your music.
yeah.
I do videos in the morning I call Mad Morning Broadcast,
Mhm.
and I show your name.
Yeah, yeah.
I listen to your music and do a blind react to your music and tell everybody to fucking support
There we go. There we go. You
you.
got to
I
do it.
mean, it's not much,
Yeah,
but it's my way of saying, yo, I see you guys. I like your
yeah,
music, man. Let's keep this shit going.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe I will turn somebody else on to what you're doing.
hmm
It may not be much, but it's it's the best I can do.
Well, it's no, but it's that's gold within itself. You know what I mean? That's more love than actually giving somebody the $10 for the CD. You know what I mean? It's like, I
Yeah,
love you guys so much. Here's the appreciation, the gratitude, the love that, like, hey, damn, dude, I got this platform. Let me try. That's what I did with this podcast too, right? Because
yeah,
that's the beauty about the internet, is that not only that I get to meet these young cats or all these people, it's like, dude, let like know about this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this person could shred or his band is amazing, whatever. But listen to this person, dude. Like this person's got a story. That's why I wanted to go beyond the heavy with you. That's why I was like, let me talk to the Godfather. Who is the Godfather? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's find out who he is, right? And that's why we got to keep doing what we're doing.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going until till it evaporates, which I hope it doesn't. I see big things for us. I'm going to start a
Yeah.
YouTube hub. This is the idea I was thinking of, was making playlists for each individual artist, posting some of their videos, which a lot of them given me permission, and then hyperlinking them to make a YouTube channel. So maybe they'll come through me, find their favorite artist, go over there and support them, and they can make some money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Put these
Yeah.
guys on a thing under my banner to where these guys are getting seen by more people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if they have a YouTube, maybe they'll make something.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do more. So I'm doing everything I can
Yeah. Yeah.
to try to help everyone, including me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is something for me that is just, it becomes an all-consuming thing.
Yeah.
I'm constantly working, man. I'm constantly tagging people. I am constantly talking to people. Um, I'm out there every day, man, every day. If people knew how much time I spend doing what I do and how much it takes for me to talk to people and build this network, they would look at me a little bit differently to understand the work I'm actually doing. It ain't nobody paying me for this shit. I'm not getting rich off it.
No. No.
I got a merch store, if anybody, where I've got, stuff, but I price my stuff low.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at everybody else's merch and look at my prices low. Why? I want you to have it. I'm not out to make money.
No.
I want you to have it.
Well, and that's the thing is that with the young cats even too, that's a lesson too. Like, hey, we can't sell the merch that high, right? We ain't you can't be, as we said, a Metallica or an Iron Maiden and sell $50 for a shirt.
Exactly.
They dude, let's be real, like. You know what I mean? We bring it down to 20, $15, right?
Yep.
And then they'll have that shirt, post it, right? That's gold within itself. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
rather have a ton of repeat buyers than one big bang.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? And the
yeah,
fact is,
yeah,
I want everybody flying those flags, man. I
yeah.
want everybody to feel a part of it. If you're wearing the shirt and you're out there doing a video and other people see it who are part of us, is going to draw more attention to you
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh,
draw
yeah,
more attention to us.
yeah.
We got guys who have millions of views on their videos alone wearing that logo.
Mhm, mhm.
That makes me proud as shit.
Yeah, man. That's
You know,
that's what's up, man.
that
That's what's
makes me
up.
proud as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, one of the newest guys we just got, his name is Benny Goodman. I don't know if you know who he is.
Mm.
He's the neurotic guitarist. This guy has a band with like Jeff Loomis and Marty Friedman and all those people. He demos guitars just like I do, but he gets really, really high end
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And it took me a little bit to get his attention and talk to him. But once I explained him what we're doing,
Yeah.
a guy on that level was like, "Hell yeah, I'm in."
That's heavy. That's heavy.
He said, "Hell yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in."
that's some heavy shit, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, you can find him on YouTube, Neurotic Guitars. He has videos with him and Marty talking,
Damn.
him interviewing Billy Gibbons, showing all these different guitars. This guy is an inspiration to me,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I can imagine what he'll inspire in other people,
Oh, of course, of course.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's always cool to see when you have the big name come in, right? And just kind of give it a nice little,
Yeah,
nod, right? And because I
absolutely.
mean, if you got somebody that's connected with the people that inspire the people in Mad Men of Metal, like Marty Freeman and Jeff Loomis, those guys, like, damn, dude, like that's the bridge. You see what I'm saying? There,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So that young kid who's sitting there coming up sees that guy wearing the same tag
yeah,
and it's accessible, and that guy's up there. I'm part of this.
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit. I have access to some of the coolest people
yeah, man,
ever.
yeah,
Think about that. And
yeah,
that's my goal. And that's the thing that I'm working so hard on.
yeah,
Getting these type of people for everyone, for
exactly,
all.
yeah, yeah.
This is a community. This is a family. We have a dedicated group of people. We jam every Friday, Saturday night.
I know. I see it. I see it. I always
Yeah.
get the notifications. I'm like,
Yep.
oh man, look at these guys, man. Yeah,
And
yeah,
we sit there, we play songs, we talk shit, we just have fun in
yeah,
general.
yeah,
And a lot of people resonate with that and have fun with it. So that's been pretty good too. But I
yeah.
like
That's
that.
it.
analogy because that's
Yeah,
exactly what I
that's
think.
what.
What's up, everybody? Want to jump in really quick to tell about one of my favorite brands and my brothers over at Heavy Defender Merch. Heavy Defender Merch products are a must-have for any heavy metal fan. Their banners, pins, and apparel is made from high-quality materials that feature bold, eye-catching designs that are truly to capture the essence of the metal lifestyle. The shirts are comfortable and durable as hell, man. The hoodies are perfect for when you're leaving the whiskey and it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, it's cold as shit. Heavy Defenders offers a great selection of products for any metalhead looking to represent their passion in freaking style. With unique designs and quality material, hey, check out HDM.
It is. That's what it is, man. But I gotta ask you, right? I gotta get back to Johnny. I gotta get back to who. I gotta back that. Yeah, I know. I know. I so I mean, you kind of said in that you used to be in bands, right? You used to kind of jam. Is there anything in the woodwork for you to record maybe an EP, an album, a song, or something? Because
Yes,
I think the people need to hear the Godfather put something out, man. What are your thoughts?
I am actually dusting off a few songs that I wrote a while back,
Nice.
and I played them in my lives, and people were like, "Dude,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, why aren't you?" And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't. Maybe it's a thing of confidence where I just don't. When it's your own music, sometimes you're the hardest critic.
Fuck, who you telling?
You know, so, oh, this is lame. Nobody's gonna want to hear this shit. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
yeah, yeah,
who's gonna want to hear this from me, or who's gonna resonate with it?
yeah.
So people have been giving me a lot, and that's another thing with Mad Men.
Mhm.
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
we push each other. And
yeah,
all these guys and chicks are telling me, yo, man, fucking record that shit. I'll
yeah,
do the vocals. I'll do the bass. I'll do
yeah,
the drums.
yeah,
They're reinforcing me to pursue something that I never would have done. And that's happening with everybody else too.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
the beauty.
That's the beauty, and I had to ask you that question, man, because once you said you were in bands and you're playing guitar, and I'm watching you play it and everything, I'm like, man, like this guy's got to put something out, man, even if
I,
it's like a one-off or something, whatever it may be, because as a Godfather, we that's got to be in the resume, right?
yeah,
That's got to
you're
be
right.
that's got to be on the shelf, dude. That's got to be part of it because it has to be, right? It just has to be. That's just me, man. And I, if you like, hey, not to be like all the thousands of bass players, but hey, if you need bass, you know where to find me, brother. Right here.
Absolutely.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Whatever you need.
I will. And I'm working on them. I'm dusting them off. I played them a few times in the lives where people
Yeah.
are like, oh, that's cool. And this is shit I wrote in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it's just been sitting there. It's just been sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. So I'm working on it now.
Good.
And
Good, man.
I've lined up of people I have in mind. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I might.
One thing, and I don't know, maybe our viewers who are probably watching this and probably screaming at their screen or wherever you guys are listening, they're like probably like release it, man. But one thing for sure, what got me, maybe that's something that you and I could connect on, man, is that I was the same way when I released my EP. I was like, nobody's gonna listen to this shit. No one is, man. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to go and not have it out. You know what I mean? I don't want to look 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now and be like, fuck, I should have released it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
here's what we're going to do for you.
ah,
You're going to start tagging your Behind the Heavy videos. I'm going to give you the hashtags to use.
okay.
You're going to tell me what the band name is in your music. I'm going to
Yeah.
start promoting and sharing out your music.
Likewise, brother. Likewise.
And
You
then
let me know. That's what I'm saying. You whatever. Hey, free of charge. I don't want you to think, hey,
I don't want
Mayhem's
nothing.
here for. I just want to help you, brother. I want to be connected. Yeah, like I said right before I hit record. What did I say? What did I say? We're best friends. We didn't even fucking
Yeah,
know it,
yeah.
man.
I don't look, man. Like these guys who are the custom guitar makers who are sponsoring us, right, and
Mhm.
patroning us. They're like, oh, I'll throw money in here. I don't want your money, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I told Gary Hout, he is, man, if you haven't seen Hout custom guitars, you need to check this guy out.
Mm.
Nobody does Fordite and stabilizing wood the way this guy does.
Mm.
And he's like, well, I'll throw some money. I said, I didn't ask you for money.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't ask you for a fucking thing.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want you to roll with us, use our tags. I'm going to promote. Give my guys a discount.
yeah, yeah,
That's all I'm asking you to do, man, because I'm trying to grow us. I'm not trying to capitalize.
yeah, yeah,
And it's the same thing with you. If people start recognizing you with us and us with you, we just help each other grow.
There it is, man. There it is. Yeah, it's all love. It's all love at the end of the day,
It's
man.
all love.
It's all love. And that's what I'm saying. Like I knew something, and I wanted to tell you this, and I don't want to forget. Without, I knew this was something special because I saw this young cat, man. And again, I'm not good with names. I'm not good with names. But it was this little, it was kid, maybe fucking 14, 13, young cat, man, you know, long blonde hair. And he does a cover of a Cannibal Corpse song,
Ziggy.
right? Is it
I'll bet you
Ziggy?
it's either Ziggy or Ozzy.
Okay. Young cat though. Cute kid, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And just it was just something that hit me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to get too emotional, too fucking Disney
Ah,
special, but I was like, fuck, dude, like this kid had the motherfucking stones to hit. Not he didn't do like a Boston cover. He didn't
mhm.
do, he didn't do Led Zeppelin, or no, the motherfucker went for Cannibal Corpse,
Yep,
and it was pretty damn good. I was
yep.
like, shit, dude. I'm like, this is something happening, man. This is something special to have such a young cat just put himself out there and just be like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it, man. I love it. I fucking love it, man.
If you notice, I know these people's names.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know what they do. I know what they're about. Why? Because I talk to every single one of them.
Yeah.
I follow and support every single one of them. If you knew how many members I have and the fact that I can keep and I can bring their names up and know what they do, that should tell you the diligence I take with the people I bring in.
That's power, brother. Because I can't do it. I'm so even in my day job, I'm bad with names. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
Yeah.
make sure, and if I don't see somebody, and they'll tell you this,
Yeah.
if I don't see somebody post for a long time, I send them a message and say, "Yo, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
How you doing, man? Is everything okay with you?"
Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
just about I want your talent, bro. I like these people,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's something wrong with them, they can tell me whatever. They ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah. Yeah.
two, I'm just checking on them for their well-being.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
part of my crew. You're part of my family, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are you? How are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I being alive. Hey, don't worry, it ain't a job, but I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, that you're good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, mental health, dude. That's why these cats are doing it, man. That's why, man. Everything I write about is about mental health, dude. Like
Yeah,
all the Matt Mayhem stuff, the Burning Legion stuff that I got going on, dude. That's all mental health, dude. That's all heavy shit, because that's the heaviest shit in the world, dude. To talk about mental health, man. Yeah, yeah.
if you think about it, what drives us here doing what we do?
Mm,
A lot of people don't have as many friends on the outside world as you would imagine. I
mm,
live in Washington State. I don't resonate with these people at all. Most of them I can't stand.
mm.
I'm a New Yorker. All right. So I find anybody who I consider caliber of friend. I may have one or two, which, I'm still lucky to have.
Yeah,
So if you think about some of these people who are stuck, don't have a lot of friends, don't have a lot of outlets to do things, don't have connection. This app gives us the ability to talk to each other face to face in real time, share ideas, share music, and have a social life
yeah,
with having to be out there. So a lot of people come to here with the expectation, maybe I'll meet you, and actually make legitimate friends with a lot of people. And the
yeah,
music is the bonding glue.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
another great benefit.
you said it best. You said it right in the beginning, dude. Bands are being formed. You know
It's
what I mean?
happened. Three of
Like,
them.
dude, that's powerful shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's real shit. Like, dude, a band has started. Like, man, you got to think about the time, the effort, the conversations,
Yep.
everything that culminated to create a band. Because band is a lot of people think like, oh, oh yeah, I'm in a band. Like, nah, man. If you're in a band, you gotta you gotta talk some shit, dude. You gotta
Yeah.
have some shit together because it ain't just a rodeo, dude. It's a marriage at that point. You know what I
It,
mean?
it, and
Oh,
even the collaborations alone and
yeah,
the duets that I'm seeing.
yeah,
I'm seeing guys who play the heaviest of guitar playing music to a girl from Poland who plays
yeah,
piano and sings.
yeah, yeah,
I'm seeing guys playing guitar with one of our violin players.
yeah.
You catch what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
they're
Yeah.
they're cross germinating with all these different things and creating new music and going places they never would have went before.
Pushing the boundaries, man.
That is what fucking makes me smile when I open my TikTok and I start seeing the line of people doing this, I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
see that Madman tag right there, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, and see, and that's the thing, and that's one of the things, and I wanted to kind of, we'll kind of close it up with this because I've been talking to, that's a new theme that I've been talking about on the show, okay? And I think it's very important that the Godfather has his input and has his say because, a lot of AI shit is happening, right? A lot of AI stuff, right? Right? Hold on. I know the artwork is coming out, the music is coming out, but artwork is aside, right? That's a different media, right? But as it comes to music, right? I don't Madman of Metal is my rebuttal, is my defense, is my what's the word? Just my debate if someone wants to bring that into the arena and just say, "Oh, AI music is going to take over." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. You got Madman of Metal, man, because that is where the humanistic part of the music comes out. Because as you said, best word you said, collaboration, right?
Yep.
And then what is music? It's a collaborative effort to create something beautiful, right? So
Mhm.
this AI shit ain't gonna fucking handle business because we're here right now with all these people making music together, covers, original music, whatever it may be, right? But I want to hear the Godfather's thoughts on that.
I don't think yet, because remember, they're making machines and AIs now. If you read the news, that they're trying to use actual brain neurons hooked to a machine, and it's going to give it that human factor. This stuff that you're seeing in science fiction, remember something, man. When they show it to you, it's on the way. It's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, yeah,
I don't think at this point right now a machine can actually really tap into the emotional reservoir that each individual has.
yeah.
Sure, it made a Nirvana song out of a mishmash of Nirvana stuff, and it sounded kind of like Nirvana, but it was missing something. It was missing something. Same thing with the art. It's almost perfect, but you look at a Michelangelo, and it looks more human. It's
Yeah,
missing. It's missing something.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think at this point, and especially with tastes the way we are, I don't think it's there yet. I would hate to see that happen because it would ruin creativity.
Yeah, man.
It would squash that young kid who's like, man, I can do this, but this fucking robot does it better than I do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hope art as an expression for humans in general since the beginning has been a part of our evolution and growth.
Yeah.
I'm talking painting, cave drawings, somebody who took two rocks together and made a beat,
Yep.
somebody who decided somewhere to take a string and put it on a stick and it made a sound. And they heard that vibration and said, yo, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
And now look where we are.
Yeah.
You give that all to a machine, you're giving your humanity away.
Exactly. Exactly.
you're,
Yeah, yeah.
you're giving it away, man. And I hope that young kid in his basement who may turn into somebody famous, that fire doesn't get extinguished
Yeah. Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
it. Because of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And it's scary because we're close to it, brother. We
I
really, it's really close. Dude, it gives me chills just kind of thinking about it and saying it because like I'm all about the humanistic part of it, right? That's the reason why we're musicians, man, is because
yep,
you and I heard Sabbath, and
yep,
that's it.
it.
That's all it took. That's all it fucking took for us to kind of make, you know, Madmen of Metal, Burning Legion, the stuff that we are associated with, and that's all it took. But then, you got computers where like, oh well, hey, I could do that in half your lifetime, and like, or all I have to do is push a button. I'm like, well, fuck, man, like you can't take away the experiences and the moments that you had listening to, Masters of Reality, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. You can't take that. There's no way. There's no way, man. And nah, man, I don't. Maybe in 100 years, you and I are gonna be long gone. Maybe. But as of right now, I think Mad Men of Metal is probably like on the front lines with that, right? Part of the legion of just like fuck this shit, no AI shit right now.
I want us to be that last vanguard of a collaborative. Remember in the 80s, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 52. And
I'm
in the 80s,
35.
people used to trade cassette tapes by mail. And there was a whole
Yeah,
community of that stuff. I remember this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we would trade mixtapes and like we would go to record stores and get the bootlegs underneath the counter. I want us to be that last vanguard where if we're using this digital platform to be able to come together and be a oasis of all this different music and all these different people, little raindrops on the ocean, man. Yeah. Little raindrops making their ripple to make a difference. The more of us that are doing real music, the more of us that are recognizing each other, the more of us that are supporting each other, it makes us continue. And hopefully bigger people, I don't want to say bigger people who are more recognizable, because nobody's bigger than nobody.
What I say, more established?
Yeah, more established.
More established.
More
Safe to say.
People are actually going to look at this from up above and start going, yo, man, I can actually connect with my fans on a personal level. I actually support the fact that this thing is keeping music alive and celebrating even what I do. You know what? I want to get in on this too, wear the tag and be a part of an actual community of people, legit wise, who love what I do. And I want to support these younger people and other people who are starting. That's where I'm hoping that's going to go. And that's what we're going to be.
It already, what you told me, man, just kind of in the interview already, just like it's already happening.
Right? It's starting.
It's starting, man. It's already there. It's already there, man. But you know what, Godfather, you know, I think I could talk to you all goddamn day, dude, if I could.
Well, let's do this. Let's just bullshit and hang out, man.
Yeah. Oh. Brother, yeah, but let's put a pin on it today, man. We have a round two, right? I want to have a round two with you. I want to have the rest of the guys on here. I know that was kind of the original plan, right?
Yeah.
You know, to get the whole round robin, and we'll get it there, man. We'll get it there. Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to a few people if I can.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I would love for them. Nick, my underboss, one of the original founding members with me, who what he usually does is he does a whole storyline with a bunch of people, and he's been spreading love a lot. Stray Millennial, Kayla, she has been helping me with graphic design and making videos and sharing love. Tommy, Dombag322, he was what inspired me to even start this. If you guys don't know, he's a phenomenal guitar player. He's a goofball, but he's a great guy. Ashton Hayes, he's one of our members. Very supportive guy, man. Very cool people. And you know, anybody who I have missed, I want all the people to realize how much I value them, how much I value their talent, how much I value their time, and how appreciated by me I am that you have the faith to join us and to lend your time and talent to make us better. Yeah, so I personally want to thank every single person with that tag on. You do count. You are special. I know who you are. People will know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. None of you are any better than anyone. Just like I ain't no better than nobody. We are a collective. So I just want to make sure that's clear. But a few people I really wanted to, John Smith, another one, man, he's flying the banner. There's so many good people that I just want to make sure that they're recognized. So if I missed anybody, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, there's 10,000 of us, man. There's a lot of them. Yeah. There's a lot of, you know, we don't have all that time. You know, I gotta go to work in a few. You know what I mean?
My first cat because it inspired. No.
No, but well said, brother. Well said. And I think that the love is there. The love is always going to be there. You know Absolutely. What I mean? You know, Absolutely. Godfather, I want to thank you, brother. I want to thank you for your time. I want, man, and I, again, like I texted you yesterday, I want to, and I'll even say it on the air, man. I apologize, and I do thank you for having the patience with me to schedule this, man, because I know it was a motherfucker. We tried getting you for season 1, couldn't do it. Season 2, couldn't do it. Fuck right. It, we're here. Third time's a motherfucking charm.
Everything happens at a time when it's supposed to.
I agree with you.
Everything happens at a time. Hey, did you ever see that South Park where Randy had to apologize to Jesse Jackson?
Yeah.
That's project. Apologize.
Yeah. Well, there it is, man. There it is.
Apologize.
Godfather, anything you want to plug? I mean, I know we did our little gratitude and stuff, but anything else that you want to plug,
Absolutely.
Brother?
I want to plug a few people that companies that have patroned us. Hout Guitars, that's 1. J Hale Guitars, custom guitars, that's 2. Diablo Guitars in Seattle, that's 3. Cerberus Guitars and Guitarmery Pickups, that's 4. Those people have been amazing. The fact that they'll hook us up with discounts and they will take care of us. They do business on the level, bro. They're good people.
That's what's
So
up, man.
if you guys ever want some things or whatever, frequent the people who support you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
people who are going to give you a discount out of the benefit, yeah, you're buying. But the point is, they don't have to do that shit. They're doing
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
They're doing it for
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
because they believe in what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, those people, absolutely, I want to thank for the fact that they let me put my name associated with theirs, and they're willing to put that on the line for us. So definitely want
Because
them.
that's their business at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's their paycheck. And when someone is kind of good-heartedly wanting to lower the price just for for the love of what's going on, man, that's what's up. That's a business. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That's what's
Absolutely.
up. That's what's up, man.
They're great people. Um, they're just good people to deal with, and good people that I can trust to do business with.
There
And
it
yeah,
is.
as far as I've done a shit ton of business with.
He's like, oh yeah, just back up the truck. All right, unload him in the garage. We got him. We got him.
Dude, I go in a place and it's like
Yeah.
I don't even need any adult entertainment, bro. I can sit in that store all day, and I'm just like, just take my money, dude. Just take it all. And Parker will just laugh at me because he knows how but you know what he'll do is he'll
Yeah.
let me play $50,000 guitars and let me demo them and show them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Which
I
gives
hear
me
you.
and also helps him. So, shout out to them for
There it
sure.
is. There it is, brother. There it is. Johnny, brother, Godfather. Again, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
This
Thank
was
you.
great.
Thank you.
We need to
This
we
was
need to
fun,
have
man.
shit
This was
more
fucking
often.
fun. We got to do more. And
Yeah.
you know what? Before I hit stop, here's one thing, okay? And I want to say it now. Any of the madmen that want to come on the show, more than welcome. The arms are open. If scheduling is a motherfucker, sorry. Johnny could tell you that.
Is
But we try. We're gonna try to get you on the show, okay? Anybody's welcome, open arms, man.